Just said from last year the road dig up and it was fixed already.
Hold on there. She dig up the road from 2000, 2024. Make up your mind, brother. Say it again.
For last year she dig up the road.
From last year.
So
Yeah.
no pipe no put
And
in.
before that no water never did it.
So no pipe no put in.
Where? No pipe to put in.
So them just dig up the road. That means that she mash up the road then.
And for go
So
walk I see.
So we never call police and lock her up. Because that's a destruction of property, you know.
Yeah, and Debo talk about that. Because Debo is sitting council out there.
No, you were saying, you know. Why a member of parliament that come and dig up the road and not put in nothing and just leave it like that? That's a lie, son. You tell a lie, and you know say you tell a lie.
Me not tell a lie. Me can't take a picture and send it to you tomorrow.
No, you don't need to take no picture. You tell a lie. Alright,
Well, guys. Alright, Johnny, good night, my dear. Good to have you on our platform. We welcome everybody here. Okay? Now, I want you to answer me a few questions. You don't have to give me your exact age, but I want to tell me, like, are you in your 20s or in your 30s?
In my early 30s.
Your early 30s. Cool, no problem. So within your early 30s, because I'm also in mine. Cool? Within your 30 years of this earth, or within whatever 30, let's say you're 33 years old, and I'm just saying, let's say you are 33 years old. Within that 33 years of your age, PNP would have been in charge for most of your 33 years on earth. Let me ask you one question. Your MP that you said dig up the road, and first of all, let me just give you a little bit of education. You cannot dig up public property in terms of the country's property and leave it unfinished. You can go to jail. It doesn't matter who do it, you can go to jail. It's destruction of property. So if the road was digged up to be fixed and it was not fixed, then my dear, my darling, then that person that did that will have to be charged and pay the state, which is Jamaica, money to fix it back. That's one. Two, within your years of being on this earth in Jamaica here, I don't know if you have traveled, I don't even know if you live in Jamaica, but you claim so you can go, they go take a picture. So obviously you're living in Jamaica. You have been in Jamaica for more than 30 years. Now, for more than 30 years, the PNP has had Jamaica under their wings. For more than 30 years, the PNP has been showing you, my love, what not to do. Now, let us come back. You're 30, you're an electrician, you fix machine and them something, they said that is what you are. I understand that. Of course, everybody is getting a job. Now, let me say this to you, let me be clear. If you think your electrician work that you have is not working, pick something else, because the nice clean prime minister that you want to come out is paying persons to go to school, and you're never too old to go to art. So you can go to art and learn another trade. Listen, let me finish.
Hold on, Timmy. Listen to what I'm just saying a while ago. That is important.
So what is the art certificate you have?
Plumbing.
And when did you get this particular? Hold on. When did you get this certificate that you have?
Me get this certificate in 2009.
All right. You know when art was instituted, my friend.
Me no go down the road. Me not talk when it instituted that, but within a different year. No, me not go back in the 90s, the 80s and something. We are talking at present time now.
So
Johnny,
any government want
issue with that
with a Labourite or PNP.
I want to know the road where you are talking about. Which road you say she dig up?
Mayal Road, me dey talk. Mayal Road. In a Bogue.
Okay, yeah, you say from from Malahu came into West Central, there's been no work done. So the major road work in Irwin that is being done, that is no work being done by Malahu. Do you know that road project in West Central St. James? You said the main road, because I want to understand where you say and which part specifically you talk. You said the main road. Irwin section of Montego Bay perimeter road that is being done by Malahoo. That is no work being done in West Central.
President, let me ask you my question too. The road that lead up to the burial ground, does it fall in our constituency, my friend? John Hill?
It is not Mali Malawi Road. That is, when man name again, the Minister of, you not remember of Ed Bartlett.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, it can't be Ed Bartlett, sir. Ed Bartlett come from different place.
Ed
That
Bartlett.
Bartlett Road
Ed
can't go there,
Bartlett.
sir. Bartlett to that
When
circle.
can't go there, so.
Bartlett come from out of Barrett Town and come down. It
It
can't.
come all, but Ed Bartlett constituency N, Rona Erlock.
So you want to tell me that Bartlett bypass Flanker, bypass CLM, and reach out a Boog and gone up to where the burial ground is?
Joshua.
You see Rona Dovcat,
Joshua.
Yes, sir.
Dovcat.
Let me have my last words with Janil. Janil,
All right, no problem.
Janil, you are fertile and fruitful grounds for the People's National Party. You know why? Because it doesn't seem to me that you understand much of what is happening. And it seemed to be easy to brainwash you so that them can maintain the few numbers them have left so that when election come they can get vote. My suggestion to you, sir, rescue
Nobody can
yourself.
brainwash you. And first to comment,
My suggestion to you, allow me to finish. My suggestion to you, rescue yourself, young man. You have a trade.
rescue yourself for
There
hour.
are opportunities out there, and you can make a life out of your trade.
Not
Rescue
under this
yourself.
government.
Rescue
Not under
yourself.
this government.
But you get the
Not
trade
under
under
this
this government, though. That's you have all
No,
money and save
and
under
Andrew
this
make a
government.
trade. And
Rescue
Andrew make
yourself.
have a trade.
Rescue
Okay, that's
yourself
fine now.
from when you work your money, you go to school, go back to school, educate
Because
yourself.
right now, 5,000 can go supermarket. In a PNP time, you could have go supermarket with 5,000.
Jamil,
You
not do that something.
understand me? When you
Kimmy,
go
hold on
like
there,
say,
Kimmy.
Andrew,
Kimmy, hold on there.
good in our country.
Kimmy, hold on there.
What good him a do?
Hold on there, Kimmy.
What good him a do in our country?
Janelle, this is the very reason why the PNP love you,
Amount
sir.
of young people make a police them unalive, innocent, youth, under
Janelle.
people watch.
Janelle,
You know, go like say Andrew a God.
List the youth that he has made people
Hold
kill.
on there.
Please.
One
Did
at a time,
Did allow him to list the people that are
No, in God.
hard
It will not
working?
come.
Him can list it in the chat, all our national.
No,
The
man, we did want him up
hardworking
here, man.
people, young people going to work, gainfully employed,
You see,
involved in civil society,
hold on there,
and
my friend.
advancing the country that Andrew has killed.
Hold on there, my friend. Me sit down and me listen to the little rabbit hole them when I go down and me figure, just like every other PMP, they do not come to learn anything, they not come to have a sensible discussion. Because they're not sensible. And sometimes we get drawn in. Sometimes we get drawn in at the trap where they come for set. Because we want to have a conversation. We want to have a discussion. And we want to have a debate. Because that's who we are. We know with facts, we do research, and we want to have that kind of conversation. But we have to remember, the PMP come for that. This young man, he will never appreciate the fact that under Andrew Holness, him learn the trade, whether him father teach him or not, he might get so much work that he can take care of bills and save some money. But he will never correlate that experience that he's having to the environment, the prosperous environment that the Jamaica Labour Party has created. You know why? Because PMP train PMP to think like how Janil think. PMP train PMP to have a worthless mindset. PMP train PMP to believe that only when PMP in a power, the same thing why am I doing the Andrew now, you know? And it's prosperous, you know. The PNP train him say, even though I experience prosperity, no, it is not prosperity. Only if a PNP in a power, it is called prosperity. And we have to learn to pick up that. I'm listen to him, And you see the moment me start talk about the things them know him now and here, him missing. And that's the reality we have dealing with in our country. And guess what? I am sorry, Janil. Andrew Holness is going to be Prime Minister until he chooses to retire. So you have to go live in a Jamaica led by the Jamaica Labour Party. And if you don't like it, migrate. Take a banana boat and go somewhere. Or when Mark Golding go back to England, go with him.
Protecting, I want to comment on something because I believe Janil is missing the greater point, and unfortunately the PNP who think like him will never get it either. One of the questions that was asked earlier, I don't remember who asked him, I think it was you, if the prosperity that he's experiencing is not as a result of the Prime Minister's policy. One of the things he and others need to understand is that if a country prospers or fails, it's as a result of the policies of the then government. We must never lose sight of that. So a government can determine how their citizenship live, right? Whether it is that they live a good life or a bad life. The availability of jobs. Yeah.
Or him to get a service ticket in a 2009 and in just
Come on,
early
well,
30s.
No, give him the benefit. Him say so. Me not think I run him down.
Him is a liar. I am older than him and me in the old school 2009.
Well, him say early 30s, that would have been 16 years ago. We don't know how early him matter about. So I'm not going to go down there. So I want to make a salient point so that others can hear.
Listen, me now. Me at go 36 this year.
Beg a chance, Dexter. Let me lad. Beg a little chance. Right? You see, me fearful when me hear them young people attack, you know, and talk ignorantly, you know. Right? Obviously, he has been given a pill to swallow. Nothing now go on for the youth. And this is the PNP narrative. Nothing now go on. And as Protecting says, that all when them are prosper, the PNP train them for things, boy, nothing now go on for them. Right? And that is not a good mindset. That is not a good mindset. The PNP tell them say $5,000 in a PNP time was better than 16,000. Now you have gotten 4 increases over a span of 10 years, right? And your life must be better. Inflation is lower than it has ever been before. And you want to tell me with a lower inflation and greater salary and 4 increases over a span of 10 years. So every 2.5 years on an average, you get an increase, right? And you are telling me that a smaller amount in your pocket then is better than a larger amount now with lower inflation present? Me can't match that because the match the not match. Right? The PNP, if the PNP in their 18 years was giving $1,000 increase, in fact, not $1,000, $500 increase every year, right? During their 18.5 years in power, they would have almost equaled the current salary. Just $500, you know, not $1,000. Because that $500 would have been equal to $9,000. And that is what the PNP had failed to give. And the PNP's salary at the time was $6,200. In fact, it would have been exactly what they're getting right now. If the PNP was giving $500 increase over their time in office, it would have been equal to what is there now. To show you the failure of the People's National Party and their leadership. And people like Janil sit down and without critically analyzing the data that is present, that is available, is listening to hearsay, swallowing the pill, and walking around passing on nonsense to people. Huh?
But,
Come on.
next I get a thought there.
Me chime in a little bit on even
Next I
that.
get a talk. Well, I like him. Next I get a look at that. Next up. Yes, good afternoon, good night,
Yeah, talking at the mic, man. So like you know, you use headphone or something. Talking at the phone.
Yeah, me earphone me I use.
Yo.
Talking at the phone, man. Yo.
You know, hear me?
Yo.
No, mic check,
Yo.
mic check. Talk up.
Hold on, let me put in my earphone.
Of course, nobody.
Yo.
Come on,
Yo,
man.
yo, yo, yo,
You
yo.
have to ready when you come and say, no, man.
No, but true, on the sound not hear me, so we put in
You sound like you're far away, brother.
Now, yeah, hear me clearly now?
Go on, man.
Yo.
I'm going to hear you better if you say yo, you know.
Yo.
Alright, yo.
Alright. What me I say? He could never get a survey ticket in 2009. And in his early 30s. I am in my late 30s. 9/11, when America World Trade Center get bombed, I was in grade 9. It sound like one of the croft them were run up and down in a St. James.
Well,
Look how much hotel.
I don't think we should go there because it don't seem about trade.
Listen up. Yeah, why have a trade? Because in parents them force him to come learn the trade. His father forced him to learn the trade. Look how much hotel and business place they in Montego Bay. Why you choose plumbing? And you know you cannot.
It's not plumbing, sir. He's a technician. Because the people, I see him set of people that will fix AC that fix switch.
Listen up, him say have a certificate for plumbing.
That's what
he's saying.
Yeah, but it's different.
It's cool, Joshua. That's what
Listen. Sir, listen. Then he said his father teach him to fix washing machine.
Yeah.
The last 6 years. That's what he said.
Yeah.
So why when you see your plumbing not making sense, why you don't go back to school and further your education in something better where you can achieve? Me have 3 certificates from art. General construction, food and nutrition, and customer service. And right now, I am living off my food and nutrition. Can support myself
plumbing a big
and my family. I know
a big job.
it is a big job.
So, me not understand.
Listen up. First, when we go to art, general construction, we went to do because we didn't like it. After the sister no whole heap of building and build and me now get no work. And me born to cook. So we went back and get a certificate for the food and nutrition. Right now we can walk in any hotel. The last job when we walk off a Margaritaville.
Alright, see that, you need there again.
And every day they keep on texting.
Alright, see that, you need there again.
1 second. We just want to adjust something. Alright. Me have a survey ticket for plumbing, you see?
Hold on.
It's something about cuff, brother. Relax, brother. Relax, brother.
Listen.
Me don't know
so hold on,
cuff. You understand me?
you just come.
Second, brother.
Listen up.
Me.
Janil.
I'm gonna pass off now. Let me go.
Janil, listen.
Relax.
Bridget, you have to listen.
Yeah, man, me I hear what I say. Go on.
You say if you ever come, because you hear what the man say. Listen, man. Oh, you learn, brother. Oh, you learn. Let me ask you. If you ever come, you say if you ever come in the box, you jump out of the box because we are trying to educate you on something. You ignorantly jump out of the box. If you come back in the box, you just talk and come out, don't say nothing. Just stay out of the box. That me I try to say to you. So if you know after you're gonna say what you're gonna say, you're gonna jump out, don't say it. Just keep it. Go ahead. Go ahead with what you say.
I'm new to mine now, Janil.
Me I don't know, Cuff, brother. You understand me? Because my mother passed off last month. You see me? So me pause some work now. Because me work a secret. So me just take some time off. And my mother wants strong support of Jamaica Labour Party. Me never hear about more British. I know my yard at 18 Labourites versus 1 PNP. You understand me now?
I'm sorry about your
And me
mother,
like
Papa.
listen to me always
We
like
are
this
control
this alive here and stuff. But listen disrespectful and the man up at top of us they go tell me about saying me the educated and this and that. You see me? And me I don't know Cuff, brother.
The reason,
And me
bro, listen
save
up.
my
The
money whether
reason
PNP
why
were not whether PNP one day in a power or not. From 2011 me get my certificate in a 2009 and I go back up further it again and get level 2 in a 2011, right? And me the work
bro,
out a secret
alright.
hotel
Hold on,
in
stick up
2010.
Stick up in. Me go. No want you tell me your current age. I am
Me I just
36-year-old.
me I just 34-year-old.
You can't get a
Cannot
certificate
get a
at this age.
certificate
Why me can't
2009.
get a
No,
certificate?
he could. He would have been
Why?
19
Why?
at the time.
Why
No.
me can't get a certificate?
He would have
Why?
been 19 at the time if him do a 1 year
Why?
if him do a 1 year course, he would have been 19 at the time.
Why?
So he can
Bro.
get it.
Don't talk
Him
about
send
me
go
nothing.
school.
Don't talk about me
Him send
can't
go
get a
senior
certificate. You
school.
can't go. I go to senior school. Me left from senior school in a 2008. And me left senior school straight art. Don't tell me crap about me years when me couldn't get certificate, brother. You understand me? And how me get the work out a secret, me go out there and work in experience with me trade plumbing. Me can't pipe up one house right so me can't talk about this until every measurement.
So
You
hold on,
understand me
so hold
now?
on, so hold
I'm
on.
not
Alright, so
depend
hold
on
on,
no
so hold on,
politics at
so
all.
hold
Don't
on.
like Croft, man.
Alright, so let me ask you something now.
You
Reality,
understand
what
me
a big
now?
maneuvers. Well, I know, what a big maneuvers. Apart from
Listen,
your
me now.
member of parliament. Well, I know, apart from your member of parliament, where you have a vendetta against by not performing in your NRCR. Outside of that, in the construction field right now, you know feel like say a whole heap of work out there in the construction field where you can get based on what you see I go on in Jamaica now.
A lot of work going on in our country, whether PNP in a power, Labour or in a
Hey,
power.
me never asked about PA,
And
so why you not put yourself in some of them work? Because a whole heap of billion that
alright,
go up.
as me just said tell you a while ago, my mother
You know,
passed off,
so
so
no,
me
no,
busy
no,
for
on the
some
panel.
work
Nah, check
for a
yet.
while. So as
Hold
soon
on,
as my
hold
mother
on, me
bury
hold on, hold
and
on,
thing,
hold on,
me take
hold
on back
on.
the
Oh,
road.
yo, yo, yo.
You understand me? I
Jamil,
know some me suffer, me not suffer.
Jamil.
Mm-hmm.
You
No,
understand me
but
now?
me just can't
Me
think,
understand when I say yes.
he could not let school get certificate 2009. Do your
He
calculation.
could, sir. If he would have been 18 if him leave school, if him leave senior school at 18 and do 1 year.
Check it.
Hold on now, Dexter.
Want me send alright. Want me put my phone for video and make you see my certificate boss?
Yeah,
From
sure that, sure that.
2010, listen me now, hold on now.
Alright, my
From
sister gonna work now.
2010 to
And
25.
you see
How
tomorrow,
much years
I'm
that?
going to go send it to you. Me there go inbox my friend Kimmy.
Hold on now. From 2010 to 2025 is how much
Wait,
years
you
that?
inbox me for Janil?
Me go and send her my certificate.
Sir, me never
That
asked if
is
your
You can't show it
certificate,
now.
my love.
50.
No, my sister gonna
That
work.
is
He lock up in a mommy
No.
room and
years.
he have my mother key.
That I got because me got hard 2007. Me leave school
You know,
2005.
sometimes we major in the mind. I mean, I think that's too important right now, still enough. Sorry,
Alright,
so,
alright.
I think yeah, then we talk about some policies.
yeah, man.
Alright,
That's
so
Yeah, we go left after them because my million.
So Janiel, apart from everything, you can get work. The government have work. What is it? Tell me some of the things why you think it's a
Alright,
man
you can say something to you. Alright, listen to me now. Bam. When Andrew just win 2016 as a young youth, me give him a buzz. Me now say Andrew now work, but you see MP them all across the country with a PNP or JLP And so for me give credit to who me can give credit to. Me not say Dr. Chan now work. Dr. Chan work. Right? Eli Clark and I last half now he start to look work.
Where you come from? Anybody here says them think you drink rum?
No?
Can't
Can't say me drink from. Alright, in a Eli constituency, Eli Clark then now is 2 term. Right? 2 term into the past from 2016, 2020. In a Pin constituency, when in a farmite, you do look at Baba Green on the road, no water.
What Canterbury round us up?
Where? Me drive through Canterbury actually every day. No good road that since recently start the road, brother. Since recently, yeah.
That was done from
Since after a local election, we started some work in our constituency.
Canterbury road they do. You can't tell me nothing inside out.
Since recently, yeah.
Alright, so tell me about the PNP them now in the constituency for years and what happened to them people there? What you say about them?
For the 18-year PNP in power, me can't count on me and what they do.
So you can't count by your what Andrew Wallace do for the country.
What Andrew Wallace do, and what when I pipeline what PNP we have there.
Brother, you see your
You don't start nothing from scratch. You don't start nothing from scratch. We can hear that Andrew Wallace mode. We give credit to PJ Patterson and we give credit to Portia Simpson Miller.
Guys, give me a run now. Give me a run.
They were
Daniel.
all of these were the Andrew Wallace.
Daniel, slow down. There's a reason we want to have. You can't just attack and not listen. I have a question for you. You said all that the premise that did, it was in the pipeline. Where did you get that information from?
Where did me get the information from? I don't watch news. I listen to his speech them.
Sir.
All what Andrew Wallace said. I listen to all that. We follow him on TikTok. We follow him on Facebook.
Daniel.
What Andrew do right now, you start from scratch. What PNP we have in mind to do.
Daniel, stop here. Have a reason. What about the speech that gave you the impression that is what the PNP did have in the pipeline?
And the road we're not talking about from around Irving come back to Sentient. That road we let us know. When start and Marley they come and they finish you.
Daniel, I'm asking you directly. I'm saying, what about this speech?
You know me not do this.
So hold on. The PNP they have it in a power figure changes all those to people. The PNP they plan to build an urban centre in Marine Bay. And the PNP they have the plan to upgrade our police station.
Already go cut the ribbon there already. Leave over hospital where children hospital they right now they build.
Hold on. I think I remember Johnny now. Johnny, are you the comment?
I mean, come on, every time to still you know, and you make it run out for Joey, Johnny.
I support a bit 3 miles.
Hold on, I'm one if I him say one. Are you the comment Johnny?
What?
Say a Porsche bill up 3 miles.
No?
I don't know.
No? On the brain, Daniel.
Are you man? So like
Give us some achievement. Let me give us some achievement, you see? That now have nothing to do with PNP and it never in no pipeline.
Joshua, you know, so the man come up here for me and never me get a run out for the man. I mean the man come for you. I mean combo.
Alright, I promise you something I give my last card for the night.
A while ago.
Hold on. Daniel. Me no see as a crop, more you listen me. And it's my last card night and then me come out of the box.
Hold on, Joshua. 1 minute. Just 1 second. No, hold on. Me know. Just give me 1 minute. Me apologize on behalf of Johnny. Hold on, man. Me apologize to the brother.
Daniel, man.
Me apologize here, so if it offend you. I'm an humble youth, you know. So me dey have to disrespect nobody. John, go ahead.
And if me disrespect nobody, sorry, yeah, man.
Mark Golden and the only one disrespect people. He never disrespect nobody. No time out. Warmington come from big national TV. And Warmington talk last night. Warmington talk for national TV. Say never drink no rum last night. They said never drink no rum last night. That was well so bad.
The man never say something. You're too lie. The man never say nothing.
And that he said, I have...
The man said, sir, the man said he never
to
drinking favorite. The man said he never drinking favorite thing.
You know, he
The
definitely
man
drinking
never
favorite
said.
drinking like Starkos Bado and
But you can't say the man said the rum with that. The man said favorite thing. On the line, someone.
Alright. So Johnny, alright, let us be serious. Come on, more say give me last statement and then drop out. Johnny, as a young man, I want you research what I'm gonna say. I want you listen me, get a pen, get a piece of paper, and check for yourself. These are achievements and plans that the government has that has nothing to do with the PNP. So on every lie you must believe. You mustn't be so gullible. Right? The rescoping and the rebuilding of the Cornwall Regional Hospital was never, notice I said Cornwall Regional Hospital, was never in the PNP's plan. The rebuilding of the University Hospital of the West Indies was never in the PNP's plan. The rebuilding of Spanish Town Hospital was never in the PNP's plan. The digitalization of the Maypen Hospital was never in the PNP's plan. The upgrading and refurbishing of the Bustamante Children Hospital was never in the PNP's plan. The plan to rebuild KPH was never in the PNP's plan. No new taxes for the last 9 years was never in the PNP's plan. The increase of the threshold was never in the PNP's plan. The increase of minimum wage over a period of 9 years, 4 times, was never in the PNP's plan. The reduction of GCT, hold on, sir. The reduction of GCT was never in the PNP's plan, right? The reduction in poverty was never in the PNP's plan because at one point in time, PNP had poverty rate as high as 64% in Jamaica.
Forensic lab.
Right? The building of the forensic lab was never in the PNP's plan.
The renovation of the police station. Yeah.
Right, the renovation of over 130 at police station was never in the PNP's plan.
And don't forget crime. Reduce crime.
Unemployment rate.
Right. Never in the
Don't
PNP's
forget
plan.
reduce crime.
Right?
PJ key water system irrigation.
Was never in the PNP's plan. The paying off of $7 billion to JPS that the PNP owed and couldn't pay it was never in their plan. Right? The building of 3 Mile overpass was never in the PNP's plan. The building of Montego Bay's bypass road was never in the PNP's plan. The Spark program was never in the PNP's plan. The new social housing program was... Yeah.
Hold on with the railings there. Hold on. Janil.
When I get shot to left, right, that's it.
Now hear man.
Alright, tell me one game changer where Mark Bullen have removed Jamaica power. Just one. I don't tell me about the
program.
Yeah, man. The swamp housing
program. More one game changer. You know, no matter what game changer, right? We change the country, that's something you can say is a game changer. That is cool.
Yeah. But find a way to build house by a swamp is a game changer.
You know one game changer where you say Mark have a work to promote Jamaica.
This man got build house in a swamp.
Hold
on.
1, 2, 3. Come on,
man. Google.
Yo.
You not gonna Google me, so listen to him.
No, man, you need the question.
Alright, what are the guys? He actually came up here from Mr.
Hold on, okay, me more year man, so me first
I'm
man.
going to tell you the Mark Walling plan and then you make the Prime Minister to
Here they-
copy it.
Yeah, they do. Man, I'm a bed. Hey, lock off it down.
Brother.
Why
Don't
you
sing
say
it down.
right, that's a brother.
Guys, let me give him. Everybody mute.
As me say,
No, but me ask you for one, brother. One. Yeah, Joshua read that about a while ago.
But you
And
know,
one me
about
ask you
20.
right now. One game changer plan.
we already hear a manifesto already.
What
So me
man?
not have a name none.
What manifesto?
Can I
What
talk to
manifest?
him?
Manifest and
Guys,
promote it. What
guys,
about
number.
And that more ask, more some
Yo,
if you ask
yo,
them that
listen up,
forward
you
the
know,
end.
say no, only stop waste time with him and talk something different, cause that's why people they call you Croft Jamil, cause you don't have a reasoning
No, he's
ability.
not a curve, brother. He's not a curve.
Dexter, stop.
You are not-
Mute Dexter. Dexter, stop. Stop.
No, Dixon,
Mute.
that's that, man. No, say that.
Dexter,
Me
hold on,
listen,
everybody. Hold on.
listen
Guys,
what
hold
I say,
on.
hello, listen, Kimmy, listen what I said. He do not have a reasoning ability. That is why
I have a
people is
reasoning
going
ability
to
because
call
I'm still
him
on the law.
Croft.
And you support
Alright,
him.
hold on, Dexter.
Dexter,
Guys,
you
hold
know
on.
one calm down on him opinion. Make we hear him, Miss Kimmy and say. Make we hear
Hold on.
Kimmy and say because Kimmy are trying to talk for a while now.
Hold on, guys. Stop. Janelle, my dear, welcome to the live. First of all, on behalf of the live, I want to apologize for the word croft. It's not in the contents that you're taking it that he actually means it. But I digress. Now, my dear, I want to say something to you. We do not take things from Mass Swampy. We cannot take ideas from Mass Swampy.
When me can't take no idea from
Hold on, baby. We will never take ideas from Mass Swampy. Okay? So I'm gonna ask you two.
The Mass Swampy, they run the country for the next 20 years because I'm sure we will win this election.
Alright,
We
Daniel,
sure
I'm going to
I saw
ask you.
38 seats already.
I'm going to ask you something. I'm going to ask you something, Janelle, my darling, because we are brilliant people, and I tend to think that you're a little bit, educated, just a little. Now, let me say this clear and say this to you. I want to ask you, are you a father?
Not as yet.
Not as yet. All right, and you're aspiring to be a father, correct? You want to be a father, correct?
Soon.
Alright, good. So this is what I'm gonna quote to you. The Bible tells us that death and life is in the power of the tongue. The Bible also tells us to be careful what we say. Now let me bring to your reality what you are voting for. And this is your reality and this is your future. Because we now vote for Swamp Up. Now, Janelle, I'm not going to call you Croft. Neither am I going to call you Dunce. I want you to do some research for me. Climate change alone will not allow a dump up river to be dumped. It's not going to happen. It won't firm. It won't solid. The next thing I want you to understand is that you said you're not yet a father, but I would hope that you have nieces and nephews and cousins. And I would also hope that you have your mother, who passed away, unfortunately. Condolences to you and your family. Now, anyone that wishes death on children does not have good character.
Ask him about the school bus, when think about them.
Hold on. Anyone that says some persons are going to go in a bus and this bus is going to go on top of a hill and this particular bus is going to break down and this bus is going to unalive poor people picnic does not have good character. 99% of the PNP speech has to deal with poor people picnic. Nothing that they say ever defines the people of Jamaica differently than poor. All they do is call down poorness on us. Now, Janine, you said to us that you work in plumbing. It's a big industry. You work at Secret Hotel. You should be making money because, Andrew did make the minimum wage raise go up 3 times in 9 years. Now, my love,
After tax string, When me get
What
my
tax?
pay a weekend every
After
2
which
weeks,
tax?
you are
Hold
Which
on,
tax?
hold on, Omar. Which tax? Which tax, baby?
I just send me pay slip and me done. I just want me to pay.
No, I don't want you to
Education
send me anything. I don't want you to
I
send
get
me any
outline
of your
everything
personal.
here.
What I want you to do for me is to
So I'm
go to
working
your
yourself
bed.
on
Hold on there,
a
Omar.
pay them tax there.
This morning at 1:39 a.m., I want you to go to your bed. But drop asleep. They said before you go sleep, the more you're gonna kneel down in front of your bed and you're gonna pray. And this is the prayer that you will pray. Heavenly Father, I want to thank you for Andrew Oldness. Because of Andrew Oldness, my child in the future will be able to go to school safely. Heavenly Father, I want to thank you for Andrew Oldness. Because of Andrew Oldness, I'm getting $16,000 a week for my pay. And that is just minimum. Heavenly Father, I want you to thank you for providing jobs opportunity for the youth of Jamaica. Heavenly Father, I want you to open my brain cells so I can learn and understand. Heavenly Father, Heavenly Father, I want you to enlighten my darkness, and the darkness that I want you to enlighten is to show me the light of the green. Heavenly Father, I am praying for an MP that does not cuss bad word on stage and come back with a half-ass apology. Heavenly Father, I want you to put someone in Jamaica that will be able to defend Jamaica. You said the only person in your yard, a PNP, are you? Sir, you said the only person at the yard where you're living at a PNP, and that is you. This is what I want you to do, my love. Since the only person in your yard, living in your yard, a PNP, more when you're going in your yard and you see everybody tomorrow and the whole of them group up, take them and I say, congratulations, because we're done with. You can't come out of the box now because it not really make sense. I mean, sometimes I like waste my breath on some people. So, have a great
Hold on, Timmy. Hold on. Jamil, you hear what you say? My youth, if you think as a youth, and stop use a foot bottom to think. At time if you use a head and think. You get me, I say? The facts ain't gone, me still have a talk. You hear what I'm saying, while? 16,000 I can't pay light bill and water because you have one like a raw mouth man who come from another country. Go up on platform and I talk about 16,000 a week, and when he pay 12,000 for food, only 3,000 left. Yes. How do you pay more bills? No monthly. And if you work 16,000 in 1 week, you have 3 more weeks for work. To make it. Have 64,000 per month. And if you can find 12,000 to buy food out of one of your check, one of the week, and you have 3,000 left, y'all tell me say you can't take the other week and pay the other bills and still have money left. If you live.
But Omar, if I work a secret hotel, the man I make more, I get paid more than minimum wage. Because maybe you can understand the minimum wage
That's my point. Exactly.
But wanna kill me? Me and you are work, right? Kill me and you will live. Right? Me and you will live. And the 12 I work minimum per month. How much money the 12 make accumulate to the month? 100.
No, but not only that, Omar. You know, one of the disappointing thing, and the young man come here and I try and make a case, and in the middle of the case, he might tell lie. Here, at first, I thought it was an error, but when him say, pan him placely, you know right away I lie, I tell. Because when Kimmy pointed out, hold on, when Kimmy pointed out that the minimum wage is 16,000, so him say, and what you get after tax? What? Are people like them there? I have never called a PNP dunce, but are people like them there make other people call PNP dunce? Because the 16,000 is not tax, Janil. And for those who are thinking, that is why we talk about the threshold, which means that there's a certain amount that you earn that is not taxed at all. And anything below that figure is not taxed. And $1.8 million divided by 12 is $49,000 a month. No, not a month. Sorry, work out to 49,000, I think, a week. Right? Right? I don't remember the exact figure.
But you know, Joshua, he says that his sister gonna work and the certificate lock up in her mother's room. What that simply means, this man ain't living where he's paying rent. So you don't have no reason to put, even if you listen guys, listen.
Gimme.
Let us come back on the
Kimmy,
part of
hold on a
mass
second.
swamp.
Kimmy,
Good night, panelists. Good night, moderator.
Hold on.
Bro. Kimmy, he is at his parent.
kids in my box.
So he is actually suggesting to us that he is parenting, but not paying any rent at this time. And of course, he speak about the because I was listening. He speak about the hotel work and the salary and so forth. I have been a hotel worker for a number of years, and I can tell anybody that I have not seen any better government with any better salary compensation package for the workers in any industry in Jamaica than this current administration. I have a first-hand witness to see that this government made a lot of improvement when it comes down to the economics, and every household at this time can feel comfortable when they go out to their 9 to 5 to be back to their homes to manage the affairs of their home, with the policies of this government.
The young man is deluded man because he must tell say 16,000 tax. And that is a fallacy. 16,000 is not tax. That for sure. And he must tell the plans that the government has.
No, but remember Joshua, him say him not gonna talk the plan because if him talk the plan, we take it out. And this has been their mantra for years, for years. Every time them talk a plan, we take the plan. Now this is my question to the plan. You had the plan, right? You're in an office, you don't do nothing upon the plan where you did have. You know, come and Andrew come and got the forefront, or somebody who are run for Labourites come and got the forefront. And then she said that plan that you had was actually a good plan, but you never implemented the plan. You never do nothing about the plan. You make it stop right there. So you talk about it's a good idea and somebody has capitalized on your idea because you're not a sense. You never know if you capitalize for your idea. It's like starting a business. Me can make pillar good. Me know someone make some pillar comfortable sweet to the people in head. But me never talk about tell my friends I'm gonna start sell pillar. Me never start me nah do it until my friend take it up and she starts sell. What did she do? She took my idea and she capitalized on my idea, and that's exactly what. The only difference is when we capitalize on any idea that they may have had, it capitalize in full effect. It comes out. It doesn't just stop. It not drip. You get what me say? Now red light not there. They are full green go through. And what they don't seem to understand is we the Jamaican people don't want a man we can talk. We don't want somebody we can represent, we can dress, wherever junk, with Jay and him review and friend. We don't want somebody one time them say, put your X beside the head. You go put your X beside the head, and when you put your X beside the head, the little $5,000 KFC done after election, make little sense. One of the time then when we attack, we need to understand this. We're not voting for us, we are voting for our future. And if somebody asks me upon neighbor life, ask somebody, me go over there go done up neighbor life and come back. Now ask me why me I vote, and when I'm done with it, them couldn't believe. We are voting for our children, we are voting for a better Jamaica, we are voting for employment, we are voting for consideration of our baby when a born yet. We are voting toward Jamaica that we never know we could have lived in. And let me say this with all of my chest. Would I never ever put my ex beside no head. Because at the point when we think about it, I vote for the PNP is a destruction for Jamaica. I vote for the JLP is a prosperity time for Jamaica. I vote for us. Look how much people they are trying to come back at them yard. Why? Money their yard. Look how much people are come back down. Why? Because what? Farmers are getting help. Listen to me now, man. We never talk good now.
I have something to add to what you're saying.
Hold on, people. Hold on. We have this virgin that ruling. But them there famous and ruling. Look at that PNP, man. Ruling, man.
But I say, no. Yeah, if you ever say that, my mother here. Don't do that.
You get put out.
You have orange juice up there.
Crazy man, no man, crazy. That's crazy. No, it was just it's the fact that the young man that came on earlier was kind of like contradicting himself. That's the reason why I jumped on because yeah, his
You
at
want to
first
break on
before he left the live, he was saying the JLP party hasn't been doing anything at all in the country, and then he came back on and said like it's just that they're just afraid to admit it. I don't really go back and forth. I don't really try to change whatever the PNP, think, or may think they know is better or best for the country. I've never, ever, ever tried to because I always tell myself, there's always this one thing about the PNP party. You can never tell them anything that they are doing wrong and they admit it. You can never tell them what they're doing wrong, right? And but it also come on for talk about the whole fact, but it kind of me didn't really take him side, but me just did that make know say, him could have get the certificate at in 2009 at the time then, because
At 16,
if you
hold
say
on
my
up, General,
34,
at
me at
16
34 too. Listen now, if him say my 34, me at 34 too. Me leave high school 2008 and me just go right in a it wasn't hard, but we do a little course, and after a year, 2009, me get a certificate, then me go on an internship, and then come back and all them stuff. So me I say, he was kind of, on point right there. So,
hold on
but
up at R Trust MTA. Can you join it at 16-year-old?
That wasn't 16, sir.
it wasn't 16.
That wasn't 16.
That wasn't 16 years old.
From
That's what I'm saying, because I wasn't
2009
16 at
to
the time.
25 is
No, man. He was 17. He would have been 17
He
if
would
it's
have been
2008.
17. He would have been 17. Yeah.
From 2009 to 2022.
No, 2009 he would have been 18.
Right. 2009, he would have been 18.
Yeah, man. That is why I'm telling you it's possible. Right? So we don't need to argue about something like that because it's very possible.
As I say, I was just, coming on to kind of like correcting, because even though we're labor, right, me not really, degrade.
We have to be fair.
Yeah, we have to be fair. You get me I say? And that is one of the things where, when the Prime Minister did, even out of mouth say, we don't need an opposition because the JLP, the Labourites, them alone, can criticize him.
Right.
And then the PNP run with it and say, where is the democracy and everything. When really and truly they knew exactly what he was saying. And
this
he
was the
was
truth.
basically saying the JLP party will hold him accountable for anything that he is doing wrong. So he doesn't need an opposition to tell him what he's doing wrong because his people is telling him what he's doing wrong. Doesn't necessarily mean that he didn't want an opposition party.
Right.
Understand? So, I mean, we just did a clarify. We just did come to kind of like clarify that thing. You see, in the past, you know what it actually make Andrew lose. You see, Andrew is kind of truthful, You know where did Andrew did lose the election before Andrew did make a statement in Mandeville. You remember that big meeting in Mandeville Andrew did have just before election call when Andrew said we have a bitter medicine to face. That was the one speech that made Andrew lose that election because people take it the wrong way. And then shortly after that we faced the bitter medicine. You understand? But my 2 cents is I'm never gonna be back and forth the PNP because you cannot tell them whenever they're wrong or where they're going wrong. You cannot. I've accomplished so much. The JLP party, my certificates, my degrees and everything. My mother has been working for the party and I grew up and started working.
I have 2 more cents.
Working for the party, accomplished everything. You know, but there's so right now, we can be a manager because of the JLP party. And when they talk about, you know, the whole what them call it, with the money, the pay,
Minimum wage.
minimum wage. What they don't know is that minimum wage is for somebody like not
Just start,
anybody
sir,
job,
just
but
start.
somebody will just gone, will just leave high school and probably just, you know, working at the supermarket feel like a summer job or something like that. You understand? You don't have.
All right. So oftentimes,
Finance.
what the PNP put forward is say, the minimum wage is not a livable wage. And one of the questions, I'm glad you raised it again, sir, that I would like to ask them, which country in the Western world that minimum wage is a livable wage? I am in the United States. And when you get minimum wage, you have to get a second job in order to pay for a 2-bedroom house.
Yeah.
Right?
Hold on there. Sorry.
Squitty.
Yeah, go on monitor program in 5 minutes. No problem.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, make them talk and
No man, Joshua, cause me there.
Always, and it's just important to note that minimum wage is not the ceiling, it's a benchmark.
Joshua, me there over here and I to work.
Squitty, you could have made me monitor the program. I don't rate me Squitty. What is Squitty?
I don't get better than
This way.
Trouble me again, Squitty. Trouble me again. Good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
Trouble me again.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Yeah,
Yes.
control them enough.
Right.
So far, give me
Minimum wage is intended to give you something that your employer cannot go below, right?
Exactly.
And one of the things I had a similar conversation, mind you, in relation to a different part of economics last week with someone, and I said, as part of the conversation, one of the things I said to them,
go look at work.
hold on, Kimmy. One of the things I've said to them oftentimes is that when an employer, whether it be public or private, is going to give an increase, he first has to know where that money is coming from to give the increase, right? And that increase that he's going to grant has to be managed carefully, because if he gives too much, and even when he doesn't give too much, even if he gives something that is considered manageable, he cannot afford to give up that and not know where the money is coming back from, right? So he now has to increase either goods or services or both, right? So when he gives you that, he has to find a way to recoup that money, or else the business is going to suffer.
Exactly.
Now,
Let
now
me
if
give you
it,
guys a prime example of why I think that the persons in Jamaica, right, guys? And my see Kizzy, when my dad talk, she said, talk no Kimmy, and me have to talk the truth, and the truth is, to them I got Papi, right? Because I live in Papi. And I went to buy some stuff. So I walk with my cousin. I said to my cousin, said, you know, go ask if no work in here. You know, I just say to her, like, just like that. Not thinking that she would probably get a job. You understand? And when she got to the lady said to her, said she don't want nobody at that particular store in Papine. Cool? In there, so cool. Easy? Me and my cousin go away. We go up at the wholesale get some stuff. Come back down from the wholesale. Go back in at the same supermarket where the lady say, this store don't want anybody. And the lady say, me and my cousin are run joke with 2 our customers. And the lady called my cousin and said to my cousin, say, you came in here about half an hour ago and I seek a job? My cousin say, yes. She say, you know, I really want people, but sometimes the personality is not what I'm looking for. My cousin got a job today. My cousin got a job just so. She never, I'm going to tell you, my cousin did have one when she get the job. One crop top and one tights. And that she did have one. She had on a crop top and a tights and she get a job. And a good paying one too. And the lady say, I'm paying you above minimum wage. Above minimum wage. People don't understand that minimum wage is just basic. That is it. The employers are the one that will put on more upon it. I turned to my cousin and I said to her, you see that there's work in Jamaica? You just walk in your tights and your crop top and you get a job. And I said to her the other day, if you're not voting on me, I'm going to string you up alive. That me say to her. And the reason why I say that is because me personally, I go draw out everybody when me know to go vote. As much as how me now work, me I tell them go vote. Because we have to understand that there's a lot to campaign on. There's a lot to talk about, and there's still some things where me can probably not know and me can learn. And I've learned a lot from different lives that things are happening. But no, the persons them want my swampy kissy. Them want my swamp if you come swamp up the place. You understand? Come rum up the place. Come this,
You know,
come embarrass upon the world stage. Because what I see now, and my life is sit down and looking at the future sometimes. When me see is my swampy, I go in front of some big delegates and I know off it talk and say the wrong things and embarrass Jamaica. Now remember Jamaica.
Sorry there, Kimmy. Sorry there a minute, Kimmy.
Oh.
Tari, me I give up my space to my one true love. You know who is my one true love?
I wonder who.
Kizzy. Yeah.
Here already.
But Kizzy in a box.
Oh, she there?
Kizzy there in a box, man.
you just
Yeah.
know that.
So then Joshua, you never did hear me.
No, baby.
You never hear me say good morning to no, but you know me not talk over people.
No, me hear the good man, but me never know so the sweetness of the voice what me I hear was yours. Me know some heart start racing up, but me never realize that yo.
Yo.
Yeah, man, you know, me never plan for come up because enough time I just pass through Spitty Live and listen to no little bit. But you know, I'm just here smiling because I just feel so proud of my fellow Labourites them. You know, one time would have to put in the effort to come preach the message and to come talk, but nowadays me can't even get a box because the Labourite them just out there. Me love when you say choose Jamaica, guys.
You know,
Choose
hold on.
Jamaica.
Before you go, you know, funny enough when you say you feel proud, yeah? And you say one time, you whatever. You know, say growing up, me used to afraid. If you say me a labor, right?
Kizzy, tell them what we talk about all the while now.
Afraid.
And people used to be timid to
Me used to
mention to the
afraid
people.
because it was always PNP, always
We
PNP.
talk about that all the time
Because what the
machine was
PNP
so
did.
powerful and loud.
Yes,
Because
they
what
were
the
so
PNP
powerful
did
and loud.
in the
In the 90s,
in the 90s,
80s
in
and
the
90s.
70s coming up, Labourites always felt like they were lesser than. They tried
Yeah.
to make Labourites feel inferior.
Exactly.
And
And
they
the
pushed
issue
the
is
message.
a lot of Labourites did not take the time out to know the history of the Jamaica Labour Party
True.
and know what we stood for and what we are about. So the false narrative, which PNP has been very, very good at, even to today.
To today,
Right.
Kizzy, I said it's most PNP, if you notice, a lot of them are teachers and lawyers, so they are very effective speakers. So when them talk, yeah man, like a Michael man, the trick man, the man can talk, the
And not
man
only that, one
convince you.
person, you have to remember the society that we are coming from. The society that we are coming from is that we were taught to show love and respect for these people who are learned people. So
Exactly.
when a teacher speak,
When a
because
teacher
she's a
speak, when a
teacher,
liar
we
speak,
respect
I
the
eat that.
position and automatically accept it as gospel. When a lawyer speak, we accept the position and the title and automatically. But we were not looking at the people behind the titles. We were not looking at the people behind the profession. And they were not good people. Right?
Somebody said in
They
the
were all
comments,
about
why
self.
PJ rule for so long if them never do nothing. And I say PJ rule for so long because he built a very powerful propaganda machine.
He built up, look here, PJ built a profile of himself like he was even above everybody else. And you know, because Jamaicans were coming out of this place where this whole black man time thing, this whole black man
time, woman time,
a lot
every
of
kind of
persons
time.
look past,
Except Jamaica time.
And people.
look past what
Right,
he was doing
people.
And
to
Good
focus on the black man time.
Let me from Westmoreland Eastern, the constituency that the former Prime Minister was.
That's a
speak.
PJ.
Yes. He had a team of persons who actually tried to manipulate the minds of the younger persons growing up. They painted such a picture demonizing a former prime minister, the late Edward
Great,
Sia.
great.
And if I say this to you, that right now, I went to the training institution, Archos NTA, and what I found out was that the person whose vision brought this to reality was the late man himself, Edward George Sia.
Edward Philip George
And
Siaga.
yes, and
Tell people if Andrew is the builder, Edward Siaga is the architect. Go down
and
to UDC, please.
the man was a great finance minister, a great manager for the country. He did such a fantabulous job maintaining and stabilizing the dollar for the longest of while. And now we are here in this era having I would say the reincarnation of a great man, but with a greater vision. The Doctor Honorable Andrew Michael Holness. He's here with us right now. He presents a budget. His ministers presented something to us that is current, and we can actually see the manifestation of what they presented. The opposition on the other side presented something to us. And when questioned, he said that this is not for now, this is for the next 5 years. And if we should, get into the meat of the matter, would have realized that the man who say him actually hide whatever him intend to do to Jamaica, right, does not have any good intention for us. Because had it been good, he would have established at least one thing good, which would have been a budget. Because all nations are expected to run by a current budget. And well-thinking Jamaicans at this stage should acknowledge that the man is a drunkard first and foremost, right? He was an investment banker, and the investment company that he was a part of, the DB&G investment, could have robbed a lot of Jamaican businesses, a lot of persons who actually tried their trade and had their vision to get their feet off the ground and moving in such a way that they can take care of their family and raise whatever they need to do.
Bro,
But
saying you work for Nationwide.
no.
You sound like one of them boy.
Roseanne, beg you a minute there.
You sound like
Tari, beg you the big box now, a minute, please.
What? Medieval? No, forget the big box, because I'm not even the moderator.
Alright, Alright,
You're going to have to read what you're saying, though.
You have to read it out, Joshua, because I don't know splitting up nobody moderator over here.
I heard him telling Tari when he was leaving, but
Said he can
just control the program.
Manage the program.
Manage, no need same of powers.
Alright, so hear this now. I want to listen carefully, And there are two things that I want to point out more than any other. It says by August 19, the launching of the PNP. By August 1938, Fairclough had made a name for himself, traveling all over the island to recruit members such as businessmen, lawyers, and members from established organizations such as the Jamaica Union of Teachers. The what?
Jamaica
Big Box,
That's why in the big box here.
Alright, so let me attempt to cross over Zion. Right? So it says the Jamaica Union of Teachers, which is now renamed the JTA. Right? A set of some 50 delegates were eventually selected, and they appointed a steering committee of 7 that included Norman Manley as chairman, accountant O.T. Fairclough as secretary, teacher H.B. Jacobs. Notice again, and another soul, and it goes on. He remembers the excitement of the time and almost missionary urge of wanting to effect change, right? Then it move on from there. I'm going to go down to the bottom because there's something that we need to see.
Right.
It is said that the name originally chosen for the PNP, listen, the name originally chosen for the PNP was the Jamaica Labour Party.
Okay.
That was the original name chosen. Here it is.
Right.
In light of the growing labor movement as indicated in publication up to a week before the party's actual launch, some supporters, however, were concerned that the use of the word labor might sound as if the party should only be open to laborers, hence the change of wording to people and national. So in other words, the same poor that them tell us them love, they never wanted to be associated with the poor.
Never, you had to be a lawyer. You had to be a lawyer first of all.
But that them are the original Tapanaris party.
Of course, you had to be a lawyer.
They sell it to Jamaicans.
And they are still the Tapanaris party.
Right.
Yes, but they